What's up, guys? It's Cashflow Nexus back with another video, and I'm thankful for you guys watching this video and tuning in. I just want to talk about the style that I trade, and it's the Ichimoku cloud system. I use it for all my trading. I use it for all my analysis. I use it for cryptos. I use it for forex, stocks, commodities. I use it for everything to trade. It's a very powerful system, very simple to use once you understand the components and how everything works. I just want to make it simple for you guys today, and I will be going over cryptocurrency, and I'll be using Bitcoin as my example on how to use it and how effective it is for the market. And that being said, let's jump right into it. So Ichimoku system is the Japanese system, obviously, if you if you could hear the language Ichimoku. It's so Japanese. But anyway, nope. I just want to make it to where it's simple for you guys to understand, and I have other videos that you guys could look at, explaining each component in more detail. But this system is used for one glance. You could just look at the chart and tell which direction it's going, or have an idea of what direction it's going. So basic component, this is the cloud, the Kumo right here. You got a red one, you got a yellow one. So I changed the colors. Yellow is bullish, and the red one is bearish. So any time that you see price or candles above the cloud, it's considered bullish. All right. Anytime you see it below the cloud, it's considered bearish. Now, just because you have that doesn't mean that there can be, let me show you an example. Crossovers, which you could see where price breaks through the cloud and now it has become bearish. So you would say, how would I be able to catch, the full ride of this? How would I be able to catch, these drops right here? Now that all comes down also to knowing your levels of support and resistance as well. So this is a very good tool to brush up on your technical analysis. It's just like polishing up your skills even more, and perfecting your entries and your exits, and using Ichimoku, and also using cloud, not using fractals, and using levels of support and resistance. I could find the market to be easier to trade. Like, okay, so let's say this, for example, right here we have the cloud. The cloud acts as support, as you could see back in the past here. Support. This is also support. The red line and the blue line. Red line is the Tinkinson, blue line is the Kijinsen. These also act as support and resistance. So when we're in a uptrend, price is going, Tinkinson and Kijinsen is going to act as support and act as support. My bad. I'm sorry. These are going to act as support when we are in a uptrend. Now, when we are in a downtrend, let's go over here. These are going to act as resistance, as you can see. Now, these trade just like EMAs, moving averages, all that. So, once you see a candle, cross through, that's also indication of, market moving directions, or it has broken support or resistance. In this case, it has broken resistance right in here. So how would we be able to trade this? So I'm going to show you how I trade it using a higher time frame. So let's say, it works on all time frames, and to make it simple, here is a easy, the bigger the time frame, the easier it is to trade, from what I've gone through in the past and used. So you see how this blue line is flat, the Kijinsen is flat. This is your baseline. All right. If you see that this is broken, this is going to be good opportunity to trade the market, because this is your base. Once your base is broken, it's think of it like your foundation, or a foundation to a building. Once the foundation of a building is broken, it's gonna crumble. So that being said, once this baseline is broken, all is off to the races. Just like you can see here too as well. So the higher the time frame, the more effective, the trade's going to be. The last component, you know, for this system is the Chiku span, which is the lagging line. This is the line that is 26 periods behind price. It acts as support and resistance as well. So you could easily mark your support and resistance just based off the sharp angles of the Chiku span. All right. Easy, quick to mark up your chart. Boom. Look how quick that was. I didn't have to do too much. I didn't have to really stress my eyes out to find areas of, with the candles. All I had to do was find these sharp angles and mark them. And you see they line up pretty well. So even look here. Bam, right there. So how would I trade this and how I personally trade it? This flat part is letting me know that the market is, in a range and it's not hasn't broken, so it's gonna be ranging between this price here. So how I would trade it, I always start off on higher time frames. Always. Monthly, weekly, daily. Those are the main time frames that I look at, and I'll show you how effective they are on the higher time frame. So, right here, I could put a line right here. This could be a buy limit, or a buy stop right here. All right. So let's go down to the daily time frame, see what that looks like. So right here is the daily time frame. You see that we are respecting our support levels. We have 3 levels of support. We got the Tinkinson, we got the Kijinsen, and we have the cloud. So as long as price is, above, Tinkinson, Kijinsen, and the cloud, we are bullish as far as this movement. So I found this trade on the weekly time frame. As soon as we get a break above this level, I'm already triggered into the trade. Look how well it has performed from here all the way on. Look at the gains, from just the weekly time frame alone. 154% gain just from a basic break of the the moving average of the Tinkinson and Kijinsen. But this was a Kijinsen break off the weekly time frame. So look at that. Look how simple that was to enter. You could have entered even lower here too. So if we were in here, because we got a bounce off this level, consolidating. So as long as you see it consolidating, that's a good sign for it to bounce even higher. So let's go back to the daily, and we'll go to the 4-hour in a second. So you see how it's just respecting this level, respecting. Then it disrespects, boom, breaks to the upside. So let's say we go to the 4-hour time frame. Where is it? Here we are. Bam, right there. Let's zoom in. All right. Well, that's ugly. All right. So now we have, we see, like I said, it ranged. You see how it ranged in here? The lower time frame you go, the more information and smaller increments of time you get. So, look at the range that we were talking about. If we saw this same area, on the weekly time frame, it's not, doesn't look like it's doing too much. But when you look at it at a smaller time frame, you could see how much it ranged, and then boom, broke to the upside. So it's all about knowing your components, how to enter the market, and this is how you exit the market. So we entered, our trade was on the weekly time frame, correct? All right. So this is how you would enter, how you would enter and exit. So entry was here. Our target points for the market, let's make blue our take profit area, because blue is always the symbol of, taking profit in, trading. So right here, and you're asking how I got that, look at this area here, fractal level, which is resistance right here. So our next resistance was this cloud. You see how this resistance was right here? The clouds show the market structure. All right. If you could find the structure of the market, very easy. Just at one glance, you could easily find the market, where where to take profit at. So here's another thing though. So this was a take profit area. All right. So let's say we broke higher, which we did. All right. Say you put an entry here, you broke higher, it retested. You could have put another entry here because it respected this Tinkinson and then moved up even higher, and so on for so forth. See right here? Now you wouldn't exit this trade until this. You could have exited your trade right here if you wanted to, because look, you hold your trade until you see the price break both Tinkinson and Kijisen, or Tinkinson itself. It's all about your preference on how to trade this system. If we were to trade, let's use a lower time frame as an example. All right. So here's how we would trade this. All right. Say we entered, make the green line the entry, blue line take profit area. All right. We entered here. We broke above the cloud. We have Chiku span above. We have our twist. The cloud is showing us bullish signs. Everything's a go. Boom. We're moving up higher. We're moving up higher. Why would I not exit my trade? Why do people exit? People exit their trade a little too early because of fear of the market. Now, there is multiple places where we could have exited the market, and I'll show you. So I'm holding here. I'm holding. I'm still holding. Now, this is where I would exit right here. Now, I'm going to turn this to a blue line now. This will be my exit right here for this trade. Why am I exiting for this trade? My preference is when I trade, I'm holding as long as possible until I see both Tinkinson and Kijisen get broken. Now, you see right here that both Kijisen and Tinkinson got broken. This is where I would exit my trade. Now, I could have held, here, but, that's lost profits, So if I didn't take my profit here, I would definitely take right here because, well, not exactly right here, right in here. So here I would have, held my trade a little bit longer. It came back to retest where it broke, made a double top, moved even lower. Now, once it broke, the cloud, that's when I'm all out. I'm taking my profits here had I not taken my profit up here. So that being said, look at the gain had you taken profit on the first target. That's a 46% return just from holding it. So it teaches you how to be patient and diligent with your trades. Once you see a break of both Tinkinson and Kijisen, that's your exit right here. If this is saying if you traded the 4-hour time frame, all right, this is the simplest strategy to break out right here. Now, this is my second take profit area. Now, I wouldn't have made much, but look, 21%, that's not bad. That's not bad at all from holding this position. You still made considerable amount of gains, just from holding that position. All right. Now, let's say this. Let's say you did, you held it even longer. You're now in here, and we have broken this area, and we're retested. So right here, it seems like it's ranging. in this area. All right. So now we're moving even higher. And as you see here, both Tinkinson and Kijisen have both been broken. So let's say we are to trade this to the downside. All right. Same thing applies. All right. Okay. Green line is my entry. Where am I entering? Now, depending on how you trade, because if you are doing multiple time frame analysis, okay, cool. But if we're just trading, just the 4-hour time frame entries here, you could have gotten in up here had you, got it in on a lower time frame and checked these out. But I'm just showing you, the basics of Ichimoku right now with how to trade it with cryptos. So, say I entered here, all right. Out of fear, I probably would have exited right here, just because I'm like, oh, market's moving higher, I'm losing profit, time to take, exit my trade. Wrong. You don't exit your trade until you see this completely break and close above. All right. It just threw up wicks. So it respected the Kijinsen area as resistance and moved even lower. All right. Learn to sit and stay in your trades. Don't exit your trades out of fear. This is where you would have exited your trade, right in here. All right. Oops. This is where you would have exited your trade. It sucks because it's not that much of a, jump, but profit is profit. You made a 7% return. All right. That's not bad. You could have exited out here had you known this was a, if we go back, boom. Going based off this Chiku span right here. You see how simple this system is? You see how simple Chiku span is? You see how it lines up perfectly with where we're at? So this was a area to get out of. This is a take profit area as well. Had you not taken, if you held this right here and, you could have exited here had you known this. So it's good to mark up and know your support and resistance levels. The higher the time frame, the more effective and the more powerful and the longer the trade will be. But as long as you know how to stay in your trade, stay in your trade. Don't wimp out. Now here's the thing. So say if we did take profit here, all right, we still have our last level of resistance. All right. Resistance breach. Oh man, it's scary now. Remember, you entered here. So let's say you got here and it decided to make its way back down. It's still bearish until this fractal level is broken. Until this fractal level is broken, then we're up. But this fractal level hasn't been breached yet. All right. So once you see, and we're also getting a TK cross here too, a bullish one at that. Excuse me. So this is a good sign of it moving even higher. But right here, as long as this fractal zone is not broken, we could still easily move to the downside. All right. So that being said, I hope you guys really, caught what I was saying to you guys on how to use Ichimoku system. Feel free to look back in my other videos on teaching the system. It works for all trading platforms as far as Forex, crypto, commodities. Just watch the market and, stay diligent in what you see. This system here helps you be more technical with your approach to the market and also helps you spot things quicker so you could have move on to the next chart quick. And, don't rush your trading, but, make sure you do a thorough watch of how you trade, with this system. Because if you could miss one thing, you might miss a lot. But if you guys want to see more, educational videos on how to use this, and my personal strategy on how to use this system here, yeah, let me know in the comments below and tell me what you think of the system, and try to use it yourself. But there's so many strategies with this system. It's ridiculous, and people are very scared of this system because it's foreign to them. It's not talked about, and if it is talked about, only a few people use this system. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment your thoughts, share this video, and let's make money. All right. Take care, and I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.